J-Hope, right? Megan J-Hope. No, Megan J-Hope. It's J-Hope. I lifted up my phone to check the time on the video, and it was 4:20. Ain't that funny? Anyways, I am pretty excited. Because I've got many a free time right now. Nothing's going on. Yesterday I had this huge project I had to do for Chem Lab. I basically wallowed in bed after showering. It's just like until 2 a.m. just sitting there half awake, just like debating life. And then finally at like 2 a.m. I finally get the will to do some actual shit. And then I finish in like 30 minutes. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me, man? Anyways. Apparently, give me a second. Okay. sure too. I was just spamming the photo button and I just wasn't sure if I actually did. Anyways, one of my biggest faults and biggest weaknesses among many is that I cannot do casual conversations. So while I was getting on the train station to go home, I saw one of my guys, not one of my guys, it's just for background, and this is one of the more shameful facts of my life. My dad's a professor where I go to school, so I get the good shit there, get the good treatment. And one of the side effects is that he introduces me to basically every single colleague he knows, which is a bit unfortunate because that makes me feel like I got some kind of unfair lead, I got some kind of inside trading. That's not morally right, at least not for me. But it is what it is, and you can't really unintroduce someone to someone else. So no real reason, just bickering about it now. So this guy, he's in one of those corners. He's in one of those little waiting rooms they have in train stations, and they have that built-in heater. And he's standing there shivering his legs off or something, and I see him and I recognize him immediately because number one, he's got a cool name, which I'm not gonna share. Number two, he's really handsome, but not in a gay way, but just in general. And he also knows his way about talking. He has this he can talk really well. His voice has got all that his voice has got some real good character, His voice has got that swag. And also, possibly the biggest reason to listen to that baby. Is that multiple babies? Good lord. Oh yeah, please. She is struggling right now. Oof. Oh, it's rock hard here. It's been severely trampled. You can tell where the path is because here it's all flowy and soft. It's all airy here. And yet here, it's trench warfare. Anyways, the biggest reason was that as part of that mega huge project I had to do for Chem Lab, which was a pre-lab, surprisingly, goodness, was that they gave us a video. In it, that guy gave us a presentation about it was monazite and magnesium oxides and how they're used in water splitting in order to generate electricity by redox reactions, I believe. Oh my, there's supposed to be a path that goes like that. So it seems I'm not the only one that's confused. Oh, it's probably here, right? Because this is small rough and ready, you know? Am I going the right way? It's in this general. It's not like the grass is poisonous, guys. I'll just go in a straight line. It's like the beach. It's like there's no paths. Once you reach the sand, there's just no man's land for feet, you know? And it's got the same texture, like slips on your feet. And it's all like, at least it doesn't get between your feet. Thank goodness I have shoes and socks. Oh, yeah, just no one can see where they're going. Just looks like the Place de l'Etoile here. Alright, at least we made it. Goodness. So this guy, it was basically just nice pattern. He just gave us a little context for what these manganese oxides were, how they could be doped, what that means in terms of catalyzing the water splitting reaction, and how they could be doped. Like here they were just mixing the manganese oxides into the, I suppose, the synthesis of the manganese goodness oxides. I always remember manganese. By the way, it sounds like it's just some rude way of saying Japanese by someone who's not Japanese. It's just like, oh, that place with manga, with the manganese. I'm kidding. So yeah, that was a bit of a pretty hefty context video. And, you know, back to today, I saw him at the train station, and my mind instantly went, it's the guy from the video. And I was like, man, I already liked his video. I should say hello to him, you know? Just some kind of personal greeting. Where, I wasn't like, I was just gonna say, I really liked your video that you did for GenChem Lab. And I didn't. So I had that thought in my head. It was fully formed, and I just walked away. And like the second after I walked away, I was like, shit, I shouldn't have done that, right? Because like, it's not like I can go back and say, oh, sorry about that. I just wanted to say, like, it's just, there ain't no dough takes once you pass, it's passing, you know? And like, I was thinking of, writing an email to him saying, oh, I'm sorry I didn't say anything on the train station. Things like, dude, he's a fucking professor, man. He's like, sorry, I just gotta get over the ice. He's got like 100 emails daily, I bet. He's gotta grade all these assignments. There ain't no way he'd read my email. And if he gets to my email after like 10 days of working non-stop, like, imagine my email is buried in his contacts, he's gonna feel like fucking sorry. He's gonna feel like super apologetic or something. Nuh-uh. I don't want him to feel like that. So email's out of the way. Like, I can't go back and talk to him after the fact. And besides, he's probably fucking suffering out there. Like, I saw, like, one of the trains was 15 minutes late. I don't know if it was his, but if it was his, he'd probably be in a pretty rough mood. And, like, he's got lots of stuff on his mind. It's the start of the year. And, like, what good could me saying something about some obscure shit do to him, you know? Doing a big risk by crossing the red light, but sure. And have you also noticed that it's like my parents have been saying it, my people at the thing have been saying it, like even my school has been saying it. Today is pretty much the worst of the, you know, the cold snap days. It's down to like single digits here. Like at noon it was 18. So yeah, it's not that bad. I stepped outside at school. I was like, wait, is this the coldest it can get? Like, I was always like, hey, why don't you give me some more cold? Because I don't feel cold enough. I was about to say that, but I was like, but like, I did not feel that cold at like noon and such, to the point where like I brought like food, my lunch outside. Unfortunately, like I bought like a beef quesadilla, which is fucking spicy the way they made it. And I did the hot sauce too, and they even gave us soup, which I guess was to counteract the cold or something. And it was just that, like, isn't like he's probably fucking freezing out there, isn't he? It's like he's probably tired of the cold, wants to go home as soon as possible. He's like in a grouchy mood right now because of it. He's got like assignments he's backed up on. Like one of my professors from last semester was so backed up that he like graded about half of the schoolwork after the school year was done. So, So there's all sorts of possibilities. And even then, like, I had thought, like, if I had told him that, and like, I can't walk away from the conversation now, what would he say to me? Like, imagine he'd like ask me something in return that I don't know the answer to, or maybe like, even worse, he talked to me about a part of the video that I just completely forgot, and now I look very insecure and maybe a bit like foolish of myself, you know. Well, anyways, I'm at home, so I don't want to go inside and warm up my dead fingers. So